In this video, I'm gonna show you how to juggle Mill's Mess. It's one of the most popular tricks in juggling, so let's get right into how to do Mill's Mess. And by the way, in case you don't already know me, my name is Fly Juggler Bennett Santor. I've been juggling for over a decade. I'm an international juggling champion. I've juggled 9 balls, and now I get to teach juggling to hundreds of thousands of people like you guys through my social media presence. Anyways, back to the video. So I'm gonna be honest, Mill's Mess actually is significantly more difficult in the mind than it is in physicality. Because once you get the hang of the muscle memory, you can sort of do Mill's Mess without really thinking about it. The hardest part is just thinking of where each throw comes from. And there's kind of 2 ways to go about learning this. You can either try to figure out how to do each throw manually and then get into Mill's Mess, or you can just picture Windmill switching every 3 throws. So imagine I'm doing Windmill to the right side, and then I switch to the left side. And then I just keep switching more and more often until I start switching every 3 throws, and then you just end up with Mill's Mess. So let's try to learn the variation where you switch direction of Windmill first, because if you can get that variation, it'll save you a lot of time trying to figure out what each throw does, and you'll just have the muscle memory locked in. By the way, if you need a set of professional juggling balls, I offer some at flyjuggling.com. These are the ones that I use, and they're absolutely great, but if you want something else, of course, you can find juggling balls wherever you find best. Now, obviously, a prerequisite for learning it this way is knowing how to do Windmill. I would say Windmill isn't a prerequisite to learn Mill's Mess. It will definitely help, but it's not a prerequisite. The only prerequisites for learning Mill's Mess are an under the arm throw, make sure you're able to do that, and reverse cascade, really. And if you need help with those, I have videos on those, which I'll link in the description. And if you'd prefer to learn Windmill first, I also have a video on how to do Windmill, so I'll also link that in the description. Okay, but now that that's out of the way, you can just start with your Windmill, and when you feel ready to switch directions, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the hand that crosses over to this side and throw it back on the outside of the other ball coming around. So here's what that will look like. So you're doing Windmill and then boom, boom, and then you reverse the direction after that under the arm throw. So boom, under the arm throw, and then you reverse the direction in Windmill. So we'll play that in slow-mo for you real quick. So practice just going for 1 switch at a time. So you are in Windmill, and then you switch to the other side, and you continue Windmill on this side, and then practice switching from this side. So under the arm throw, and then back into Windmill like this. And then start trying to go for it more consistently. So Windmill under the arm, maybe Windmill another under the arm really quick, and you try to do the under the arms as quickly as you can before going into the other side. And then once you get more and more consistent with it, you just do it every 3rd throw. So 1, 2, switch sides, 1, 2, switch sides, 1, 2, switch sides. And this is Mill's Mess. That's it. So it's Windmill switching sides every 3 throws. Now, crucially, you wanna make sure every throw doesn't go like kind of in its own column like this. It looks a lot flowier when you do every throw from the outside of the pattern towards the middle of your body. So it'll look something more like this once you get it solid. But yeah, if you feel like that method is working for you, then roll with it. But if not, then you can learn each throw manually, and we're gonna do that right now. So literally practice with just 1 ball, uncross your arms, recross them, and then catch that ball on top. So just like that. Boom, 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 just like this. Now, once that feels solid, you can get your 2nd ball, and you're gonna practice throw, throw, catch, catch, but while crossing and uncrossing your arm. So it'll go like throw, throw, catch, catch. So this blue ball will always be caught under the arm, and this yellow will always be caught above the arm. 1, 2, catch, catch, 1, 2, catch, catch. Okay, so drill that a bunch of times, and then you should start to see one hand is empty when you do it, like that. 1, 2, 3. That 3rd hand is gonna be where the 3rd ball is. So you can even practice just throwing an imaginary ball before you catch the blue one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's gonna be where that 3rd ball is. So let's bring the 3rd ball into the pattern. So you'll get the 3rd ball and you'll start exactly the same. 1, 2, stop. And now before that 2nd ball lands, you have to throw the 3rd ball up. So you go 1, 2, 3. And you can let it drop for now, just make sure to get it out of your hand. 1, 2, 3, catch. And the ideal thing is you wanna catch it on top of that hand. So again, 1, 2, 3, catch on top. And that is right when you reverse the pattern. So you should also try starting with your left side on top, just so you get used to 1, 2, 3 like that. And that way, when you get to 1, 2, 3, when you get to here, you know what you need to do. And all you need to do is restart going the other direction. So 1, 2, 3, and now restart 2, 3, like that. So again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so practice that until you're able to get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And from there, you just reverse the direction again, and then you continue. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And once again, this is now Mill's mess. And as you get better, you'll be able to get lower with it and a little more flowy, so it kind of has this nice flowing motion rather than like a choppy like motion like that. So once that feels solid, there's a couple of variations you can do from there. So one of them we learned already actually in the first thing. It's called extended mess. So instead of just doing Mill's mess, you can do Mill's mess with an extra windmill throw and then go back to Mill's mess. So Mill's mess, extra windmill, and then Mill's mess, extra windmill, Mill's mess, extra windmill, and continue. And this can kind of add some sort of flowiness to your pattern. So instead of just doing just standard Mill's mess, you can Mill's mess into a windmill. And you can do as many windmills as you want, just sort of based on how the flow feels. But I think just one windmill after the Mill's mess is all you need. So windmill, 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 just like that. The next one you can do is called half mills. So this is Mill's mess, but instead of going under, you're actually only keeping one hand on top. So it looks like this. Boom, 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 boom. So my right hand is always going on top of my left hand. And just to break that down, this might even be easier for you than Mill's mess, but just to break that down, it'll go over, over, cross, cross, and then back, back. Cross, cross, back, back. Cross, cross, back, back. Cross, cross, back, back. And then once again, you do it lower and get it much smoother. And I did not just drop right there. And then you can do it with your left hand on top as well. So something more like this. And then with your right hand on top, just like that. So we'll break that down in slow motion so you can see what's going on a little better. And there's one more variation of Mill's mess called Peruvian mess, which looks like this. And if you want the full tutorial for that, it'll be in my online school community, so you can check that out, link in the description. We offer a lot more personalized help on whatever types of tricks you want to learn. But anyways, I have a lot more tutorials coming out soon, so if you want to see those, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them, and happy juggling. These diamonds never crack, so hard don't call my Sally, too busy dropping vengeance.